Hello. So, I said I was gonna take a break from Facebook, but of course, me being who I am, I'm on Facebook, scrolling down my timeline, and a post that I saw was from a black woman who was saying some stuff about Trump's new laws and how black women will be stepping their game up and such or whatever. So, scrolling down that post, I was about to comment to the sister actually. And then I saw this one comment from a black man on this post doing what black men do most. Make fucking excuses. You know what I'm saying? Cry, whine. Oh, black women don't choose me. So, my video is for those black men, okay? My video is for all of the black men out there that I have seen within the last, I don't know how many years, crying and complaining about not being chosen, not being a thug, or, you know, all of the men that black men say that black women choose over them. Okay? This is my message for those black men out there that cry about being in the friend zone, that cry about not being chosen, that cry about black women having bastard children with thugs and such. Let me tell you something. Black man with the tears. If you are not being chosen, it's because you're lacking in something. Step your motherfucking game up. And this is my only video that I think I even want to tailor specifically to those black men, because I'm telling you, I get tired of dealing with the black man's entitlement to think that everything needs to be centered on them. You know what I'm saying? This is my video to the black men who cry about not being chosen. Step your motherfucking game up and stop trying to produce all these motherfucking tears to us and thinking that black women need to start giving a fuck about your tears. Because when the black woman has her tears, don't nobody run and try to save the black woman. All right, so let's talk about this. All right, I did a blog last year, and I'm going to bring this up later on in the video. I did a blog last year talking about a dating experience I had with a black man. And my question to myself after this dating experience was, is a good man good enough? This is what black men need to ask themselves, because there's so many black men that go out there talking about I'm such a good black man and I'm being overlooked. Well, feel sorry for me. They're not choosing me. I'm being rejected. Let me tell you something. Nobody has been in your who have been in your circle have probably been honest with you enough to say you're lacking in something. And this is coming from a black woman who has dated a lot of men, okay? You're lacking in something. If you're such a good black man and you don't have a woman yet, especially with the odds being in the black man's favor, you're lacking somewhere. You're lacking. This is what this man comment was on this post, okay? He expressed, I'm one of those geeks that black women overlook for players and thugs. So, now black men always hate being stereotyped as players and thugs unless they are self-proclaimed good black men. And then all of a sudden they are just so different from the average ass nigga, okay? One thing I realized is, and I've had extensive conversations with these men. If you've been in the group of Relationship Talk 2.0, you'll see they're all about all of the men in that group are like fucking tear crying ass niggas talking about how they are not being chosen by black women because we choose thugs and players and athletes and such. First of all, let's make one thing clear. How many black men are really not thugs? Can you even produce those numbers? How many black men do not fit that stereotypical definition? 2, how many black men, how many black male athletes are even dating black women? So how are we choosing athletes when most athletes, black male athletes I see are dating women of other races? Maybe that's what I see. Hey, but whatever. It's whatever excuse that these crying ass niggas have to give for their mediocrity. Now, this is a comment I wrote here in my notes. Black men who complain of being overlooked or being friend zoned lack in the following areas. They lack confidence. They lack sexual skills. They lack good conversation. They lack style or attractiveness. They lack charm. They lack romantic capabilities. So the bottom line is, if you are not attracting a woman, step your motherfucking game up. Step your motherfucking game up. Stop projecting your fucking insecurities onto black women and trying to make them feel guilty for not choosing your mediocre ass. And step your game up. Do some introspection and say, you know what? What is it about me that these players and thugs that I'm just so motherfucking jealous of? Why are why are black women choosing these men that I think are substandard over me? Now, let me tell you something. If you see black women with a thug or a player, he has one of the previous mentioned comments or qualities that you probably are lacking. So step your game up so you can be a competitive force for a mate. Let me tell you something. I am a woman who has dated men of many different calibers. I am not really a picky woman when it comes to dating. And I don't think I know many black women. As a matter of fact, I wrote here, black women are the least picky of most women I know personally. So what I'm saying is black women are the most, had the highest rates of single motherhood and being not married. Black women, like you say, are choosing substandard ass men. Black women really aren't that motherfucking picky. You know what I'm saying? So if you are not being chosen by a black woman, it's because you're lacking. Like I said, let me repeat. You're lacking. You don't have it. You don't have confidence. Your bedroom performance sucks. You lack in good conversation. Your conversations are not interesting. You don't have style, and black women probably don't find you attractive. You don't have that charming personality, okay? You are not really romantic enough. If I see it just like some of these men see it. I be looking at some of these men. I mean, like I said, I'm not picky my damn self. I don't care about how a man looks. I don't care about how, how much women is following this man or whatever. If he makes me feel secure emotionally, financially, physically, because I hate cowards, physically, mentally, spiritually, if you hit those 5 points, you will be chosen. And if you're not chosen, it's because you're lacking in one of those 5 points. Points I just made. Make her feel secure financially, emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. If you're doing that, I guarantee you will be chosen. Okay? And if you're not chosen, you're lacking in those areas. Stop going around Facebook crying and making yourself look weak as fuck, talking about you're not being chosen. Okay? Step your motherfucking game up. Black men as a collective have better options than black women do. If we are talking about black men and black women dating within inside their race, heterosexual couples, okay? I'm glad I'm going to read what Portia has said here. Black men feel entitled to a certain type of black woman as well. The so-called geeks will overlook a shy, geeky black woman anyway. They want to be Steve Urkel out here and still snag a bad bitch. And I'm going to say bitch. I know you said chick. Let me tell you something. What's that man's name? Alex L. Alex L. He's known for that fucking tear crying ass comic that he fucking makes All he does is cry about how in high school he wasn't chosen by some ratchet woman because he always portrayed black women in a stereotypical manner. He was always complaining about how these so-called ratchet women are not choosing him and choose the thugs. My thing is this. What if some of these, like Portia has said, some of these men are actually looking for the same women that they fucking complain about, that they're fucking rejected from, that they're crying about being rejected from. They cry about being rejected from that stereotypical black woman. You know what I'm saying? Why are you seeking them anyway if you're such a good fucking man? Ask yourself that fucking question. Ask yourself that question. Why am I being rejected from these women that I claim to be so above? You know what I'm saying? I'm so-called a good black man, and I'm being rejected by all of these ratchet women that are choosing thugs. But those are the kind of women I'm trying to sleep with. I think at the end of the day, it's all penis envy. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more so a lot of these men are feeling insecure because they cannot compete with the men that these women are choosing. And this is why I say to them, it's not because you are being overlooked. It's because of your own insecurities you have with these men that are being chosen. It's like a penis fucking envy. Okay? You're mad because you're seeing a lot of men getting pussy that your ass ain't getting. And you want to project it onto the woman when really, in reality, it's because you need to step your game up so you can get that same goddamn pussy that you're trying to seek. That's really what it is. You're envious of other black men that are able to get pussy when you can't. When you're not getting enough sex. When you're not getting chosen over. You're really competing with the man. Ain't got shit to do with black women. Like I said earlier, black women are the least fucking picky of every woman I know. I have friends of many different races. White woman I know ain't looking for the mediocre ass fucking man, no matter what his race is. They're looking for men that can provide for them and protect them. That's what they're used to. Black women are really used to that shit. Look at our fucking communities. Trash, toxic, violence, poverty, drugs, mental illness. Look at our fucking communities. Black women are not used to finding providers and protectors. Most black women don't even have a male figure in their household to be that representation. Other races of women have a likelihood of having that within their homes more than black women. That's what they're looking for. Black women do not have that representation, but you expect them to have that fucking standard. Makes no fucking sense. And more likely, a lot of these black men that, you know, these self-proclaimed black men, like I said, they're lacking in one of these areas. And a lot of these so-called good black men aren't checking other men either. I don't think you really that motherfucking good. I have black men, maybe a handful, maybe 2 handfuls of black men who check other men for their lacking areas. Sisters, we will check each other. We won't even deal with a woman if we don't think that she's on our motherfucking level. But black men, they excuse all of this fucking toxic behavior amongst each other. They have that universal bro code. You know what I'm saying? You're not really a good black man if, one, you're not providing protection for your community. And if you're sitting back and seeing black men that you even befriend, seeing them treat women a certain way and not checking his ass. You're not really that good of a black man in my eyes. That's why when a lot of black men come to me and say, oh, I'm a good black man. But when you see them literally sit there and watch black men treat black women and women in general like trash and don't say shit, you're a fucking coward. I don't think you're that good of a fucking man. Let's move on. All right. So, like I said earlier, let me finish this point. Black women are the least picky of most women I know. Let me tell you something. I'm a black woman who have dated very, very often, okay? In my last 10 years in the military, I lived in Germany. I lived in D.C. I lived in Korea. I lived in Kentucky. I'm from Atlanta, okay? So a lot of my dating has occurred in one of those 5 fucking cities or countries, okay? Let me tell you something. I have dated the broke. I have dated men that had money. I have dated men that I wasn't attracted to. I dated a man that had motherfucking breasts, okay? And that's what my in my article I posted in my status, the man I'm talking about, this man had fucking breasts, okay? Breasts. I have dated muscular men, I have dated fat men, I have dated men that were shorter than me. I'm 5'11". I dated men that were like 5'6", okay? I've dated tall men. I dated all sorts of fucking men. Because like I said, my standard of quality is a man that makes me feel secure financially, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I'm not too big on looks and such. And judging by some of these ugly ass niggas I see out here that pulling women, I know for a fact a lot of black women aren't as that picky either. Black men try to make it seem like black women are really just choosing the motherfucking caliber ass men. I don't see it. And I love my sister to death. But I be seeing some dudes and I be like, who the fuck had a baby by his ass? Who the fuck married his ass? You know what I'm saying? Black women are not that motherfucking picky. If you are not being chosen by black women, because of course black men only complain about black women, it's because you are lacking, okay? Like I said, your confidence ain't good. Your dick skills are whack, okay? You don't have good conversation. You don't keep us interested, okay? You don't have the style or the attractiveness, okay? You don't have the motherfucking charm. You are not romantic enough for us. If you see substandard ass men with real bad women I probably be like, if I was a lesbian, I would date that woman. If you see men with those type of women, it's because they got one of those motherfucking skills and you lacking in one of those areas. Step your game up, okay? Let's talk about some let me talk about this experience, okay? Like I said, last year around April, I even did a Facebook status. I was even telling people I'm gonna give some man I have never dated before a chance, okay? This man, he had breasts, okay? He had A cups. He had took some drug and it gave him breasts. He even had a weighted plate and everything, okay? He wasn't really attractive to my eyes. Let me tell you something. At that time, I really wasn't picky. I'm still really, I mean, right now I'm a little more picky than I was last year, okay? I really wasn't picky. I was just like, if a man can give me good conversation, give me good dick, I'm good. Because financially, I'm good. I'm good mentally, spiritually. If a man can just share that with me, that's good enough for me, okay? That's the place I was last year. So pretty much, all he had to do was show me some attractive qualities to keep me. It was so fucking easy for him. I was that motherfucking willing to go against him being an attractive man just to have him. You know what I'm saying? So, at that time I was living in Clarksville, Tennessee. And some of my girlfriends can tell you if they come on this post. I went to Memphis to meet this nigga, okay? I had met him online. We talked for a few weeks. He was a little younger than me. You know what I'm saying? So I went there to Memphis to meet this man. He got a hotel and everything. Of course, separate beds because I wasn't gonna fuck this dude. Food. He had got some dinner and stuff for us. So I was like, okay, we're gonna just chill and draw. I'm gonna just see if I can connect. This man, was lacking in the attractive qualities that I needed. Even though we had some good conversation, even though he had told me what was, what he had going on or whatever with his breasts, he wasn't as tall as I was. And I was like, I'm willing to overlook that shit. As long as he can show me something good, I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? But this man, he was so fucking insecure. And it was just so unattractive. So unattractive. And I was like, dang, you probably could have got some goddamn pussy if you would have just shut your ass up. But he did not do that. And then he started being very insecure. I remember I was even texting my best friend. I was like, man, this nigga is just like, I drove 3 hours to come out here. I wasted my motherfucking time. He kept questioning whether I was attracted to him. And I was like, look, just let the vibe go. Just let it flow. Let it flow. Stop trying so hard. Just let it flow. Show me who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'll be able to decipher you for myself. But he was trying so hard to impress me that he ended up looking unattractive to me. You know what I'm saying? Even when I had told him, I said, you know what? I think that after this visit, I just don't see no point. You know what I'm saying? He kept trying harder. And then he started making himself look like a fool. He even tried to do this little sexy dance for me. It was just a hot ass mess, y'all. Okay? And I had wrote that blog that I had posted in, and I'll post it after this video, the blog I wrote. Recounting those experiences. A good man just ain't good enough for some women. We have to be attracted to something in you. Just like men. And men are very picky, especially when it comes to look. I'm not the most attractive woman. To a lot of men, I'm probably not attractive. You know what I'm saying? To them. But it's like we have to be attractive to someone. You have to have attractive qualities. You know what I'm saying? Men, stop fucking crying about that shit. Step your game up. If I had a man that told me he wasn't attracted to me and he told me it was because I don't go crying about that shit, I try to step my game up. And so, and really, I don't even think I need to step my game up because I never had a problem getting a man. You know what I'm saying? So, step your confidence up. Be confident in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have some self-assurance in yourself. Pretty much. It's very, very fucking simple. Let's talk about the reality of dating for black women versus dating for black men. Hey, how you doing, Nicole, sis? Love you. Black women struggle the most with available choices, but black men complain the most when it comes to dating. Let me tell you something. I had talked about this several times. All of the dating posts I see come from requirements from black men to women, or from men to women in general. When it comes to black male and female interpersonal relationships, my thing is this. The reality is black women do not have as many choices as black men do. I had did a video maybe about 2-3 weeks ago that said black women are racing to the black dick, and it's scarce. It's scarce. And black men, I think the collective, most of them, know that the odds are more in their favor, okay, than it is for black women. Let's talk numbers, okay? There are 83 available black men between the ages of 25 to 54, okay, compared to 100 black women. The ratio is 83 to 100. 1.5 million black men missing between the ages of 25 to 54 compared to black women. So already, black women's choices are decreased. Okay? That's not even counting trying to vet through those men to see who are pretty much good choices for us as an individual black woman. Whether he's a provider and protector, whether he's faithful, hope that he's not in poverty, hope that he is not same gender loving or homosexual, hope that he does not have a criminal record, and black men still double date black women out interracially when it comes to choosing a partner. What the fuck do black men have to complain of? The odds are in your motherfucking favor, really. It really is. Okay? There's already less black men in those age ranges where people are trying to date and fucking marry. 25 to 54, those are adult ages where we are trying to date. You already shorted. There's already a shortage of black men. 1.5 million black men shortage compared to black women within those ages. We just hoping that your ass can provide and protect us, because we know that black men are definitely in poverty. Okay? A lot of black men are in poverty. Hope that you're not homosexual. Hope that you have a clean background. And hope that you even like black women and not date interracially. Okay? And I'm sure when you factor in those things, that number decreases. And it probably decreases for black women too. But when it comes to the men, y'all already have a shortage. Okay? So pretty much black women are left to fight over the scraps that's available to us. That's why when I see black men complain of not being able to find black women, and then they'll be the first ones to go run, because, you know, that's what I noticed with the Black Male Collective when it comes to nothing in a woman, giving her a baby, they quit to run. When it comes to, oh, black women got an attitude, oh, black women won't submit to me, let me run to the next race. All y'all do is fucking run. Run and abandon. That's all we know. The guy on the post that I did this video from, he had the nerve to say out his mouth, black women collectively are not loyal to black men. I had to, let me tell you something. You know how many times I talk to sisters and I tell sisters, sisters are dating men that are locked up. Sisters are having children by men that are not faithful to them. Sisters are dealing with some of the fucking bottom feeding ass men. And I have to really, really drill them just to leave these niggas alone. You know what I'm saying? Black women have been more than motherfucking loyal to y'all niggas. Black women have been more than loyal. Even me. I've dated criminals. I've dated men that were very substantial. I dated men that I had a career. You know what I'm saying? I dated men that ain't had no motherfucking job. I took care of niggas before. I've been there, done that. Black women are more motherfucking loyal to black men than the other way around. And I don't even think that can be disputed. To black men, a black woman not being loyal, just based on conversation I have with them, is a black woman that don't kiss their ass. If a black woman is not kissing your ass, if a black woman is not submitting to you, allowing you to do them however the fuck you want to do to them, you're not loyal to them. What the fuck is black men giving us collectively? We can't even live in a predominantly black neighborhood without a fear of safety, okay? Because y'all so motherfucking violent. Y'all want to sell drugs to your own motherfucking people, okay? Every story I see on the news here, especially here in the Atlanta area, I believe Union City right now is on one of the top 10 or 20 lists of most violent cities in America, okay? Watching the news in Atlanta is like looking at like, what the fuck is my people doing? Killing each other. And it's all black, and it's mostly black men. I'm not going to say all, but mostly black men committing all of these violent crimes, selling their people fucking drugs. And y'all have the nerve to complain that nobody wants your black ass. Like, and then have the nerve to say that we ain't loyal to y'all asses. Because I know a lot of sisters that date these same niggas that be on these motherfucking that motherfucking TV waiting for his ass to get out of jail. Like I said earlier today. Black women are the least motherfucking picky compared to other races of women. When a black man is down, black women are willing to stand by that nigga 100%. You don't know how hard it is for me to try to convince sisters to leave a lot of these niggas alone, especially the young sisters. Mostly the young sisters in the late teens, early 20s. Why are you waiting on this nigga? Well, it's hard to find good black men out here. Alright. So, bottom line with this video. Black men, step your game up or shut up. They want black women to choose mediocre ass men and be okay with that. No. Black women like me are looking like, I've been there and done that. Where are these so-called good black men, so supposedly, that can make me feel secure emotionally, spiritually, mentally, financially, physically? Okay? Last point I want to make before I end this video. The issue that I see with a lot of these men that get on Facebook crying all goddamn day long about not being chosen, a lot of them cannot handle rejection. A lot of these men be crying about women that turned them down back in fucking middle school and high school. You know what I'm saying? Black men have such a huge ego. And I don't know why, because collectively they're not providing and protecting providing for their families or protecting the people in their communities in a way that they really should. But they have such huge inflated ass egos. Like they just automatically should be fucking chosen if they come at us nice enough. I turn niggas down every fucking day. It's not about being nice. You gotta show that you have certain qualities before you can be fucking chosen. And if you're not showing that, learn to fucking handle rejection. I've been rejected. Everybody I know been rejected. But black men, they take that shit to fucking heart. And then when they start telling me things about themselves, or I start seeing things about them, I'm like, oh, he lacking. And then sometimes they expose it. Like I said, let me read this list again. They lack confidence. A lot of them, a lot of these friend zone ass niggas will definitely say something like, but I came at her respectfully, and, you know, I'm afraid to approach black women because they got attitudes. Black women have to have attitudes. Imagine, especially if you're looking in for black women within a metropolitan city, imagine walking down the street. You're being harassed day in and day out by black men standing on the motherfucking corner. We have to have our fucking guards up. One. I put down here, lack of sex skills. Oh, black women like men with big dicks. Well, if you got a small little peen, you better know how to work your shit. Or you better get your mouth game right. I'm going to say just like that. Black men, if you lack good conversation. Oh, well, she don't like, I can't find a black woman who is just as much of a geek as me. I know plenty of black women that identify themselves as geeks. Y'all probably not even checking for them sisters, okay? Y'all not checking for them. Y'all trying to look for the same kind of men that these athletes and these thugs are dating, and then complain when you're not being chosen. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to compete with these men to get the same kind of woman that they're getting, and then complain about these same kind of women. You're fucking confused. You don't know what the fuck you want. Oh, well, she said that, you know, I'm not attractive. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of black women out here dating men that are not attractive, at least to me. I'm like, who gave his ass a baby? Okay? Who gave his ass a baby? Why is she with that man? He ain't even cute. I think I shared a video, a photo about 2 weeks ago where this man was talking about he was polygamous. Looked like he was a motherfucking, looked like the fucking Predator character, okay? He looked like he was a fucking predator. Like, not clean, nothing. He must got good dick. That's the first thing that came in my mind, okay? You probably lacking charm. You probably lacking charm. A lot of these black thugs or whatever, I promise you, they are reading books by pimps. I read books by pimps. That's how I learned the fucking game, by reading books by pimps. And a lot of these books was fucking recommended to me by the men that I grew up with, men that I knew from the military. Learn some motherfucking game. Learn how to step your charm up. Learn how to finesse. You know what I'm saying? You're lacking. I almost feel sorry for a lot of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I even was telling somebody, I think I wrote my page like maybe months ago. I'm like, I'm gonna date me an old geek ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this: you lacking in something. Black women are not here to teach you how to make yourself a fucking attractive. Learn to be attractive to black women and stop crying on Facebook all goddamn day long about not being chosen. Trust me. I know black women that are single for years and they're fine with that shit. But black men think that black women should always be choosing them. No matter, you know, every black woman that they approach, they think that they should be fucking chosen by them. That's not how it works. Check your fucking ego. You might not be chosen. You might just not be that nigga. All right. I think I have exhausted all of my points. And I'm done talking to black men about what they need to do. They just need to do. And stop crying about it. Okay? You might not be chosen. Or you might be lacking. Like I have said, you're lacking. Step your shit up. And you'll be okay. Stop coming out here crying like little babies, thinking that we're supposed to be fucking catering to you, thinking that we're supposed to be, oh my god, oh I feel sorry for him. Let me give him some pity dick. Trust me. I'm sorry, pity pussy. You know how many pity fucks I done gave out? A lot of black women are tired of giving out pity fucks to y'all crying ass niggas. We tired of giving out pity fucks. Step your game up and you'll be chosen. I promise you. That's my video.